welcome back to another speed build. And yes, I know I've been away again for like 1 week and a half, but I can explain. It's just that with now fall season and with vacation that I really want to focus, not focus, but be more, put more sweat and tears in these builds, because it's my favorite season. Not my favorite, but anyway, it's just that I have so many ideas and I want to make them as good as I can, and that's why there are gonna be not that many videos, but I hope you are excited for this one, for this build, because I'm very excited that you can finally see it, because there is sweat in it. Yes, it was a challenge, because I did have built this almost exactly in March, I think, because for a collab where we had to build something historical, and then I was like maybe a medieval fortress, but I was kind of overwhelmed with the market stalls, and I also just started at that time recording my speed builds, and at the beginning it felt like that someone is watching me while I'm building, and it's just I put more pressure on myself, so I quit that. And then I don't know how I recycled the idea. I think I was also struggling to what style I wanted to build, and I was just like, let's do the medieval style, because I know that I can do it and that I deliver that it's not that hard for me, because I just have seen so many houses and pictures of the style, so it's easier for me to be like, yes, this window works because it looks good. And with other styles it's more harder for me to choose how I want the roofing, the windows. And my cat is looking at my hand because I'm moving it. Do you want to say hello? Yes, she distracted me and I distracted her, but yeah, that's why it's a medieval fortress, but with a spooky twist, because Jack-o'-lantern is living here with his family and with his followers, believers, I think, because I would call it that, because also the idea of that started happening when I was building this, because I wanted to make it in fall and with pumpkins, but then I was like, why not also give it a little magical touch, because of course, and do pumpkins, and all the people who are living here have pumpkin heads, and yeah, that's why it's Jack-o'-lantern's fortress, castle. I don't know how I'm gonna call it at the end, but yeah. So also about the furnishing part, 3 of the little houses that you are seeing right now are furnished, yes. 2 of them are not. Do I have a reason why? No. And the first floor of the castle is furnished with the grand eating room, and you saw at the beginning with the not juice wine stomping and stuff, but You know me, I'm not gonna finish or furnish this whole thing. Yes, the last build was so big and this one is also very long, so I furnished that, and as I said, 3 houses are here furnished, so I think that's fine. So yeah, but do I have to say something also about the build? I don't think so. So that's why I'm gonna jump right to the part of me rambling about stuff. So yeah, I did listen to a Game of Thrones podcast while I was building this. It's the perfect feeling because, come on. And it's a podcast where one person watched Game of Thrones before, the other one didn't, and then they talked about what's happening and their thoughts and maybe the historical inspiration and stuff. And it's just, we humans are like that when you want to see how someone reacts on something that you like, that you can see hopefully their excitement and stuff. So I did started. Yes, no. Let me get my thoughts straight. I did listen to this podcast 2 times this year because now they are finished, so I can listen to these episodes again and again. And it's when I'm working on a medieval build, I do want to kind of get in the mood with my Sam Hobbit hole. I did listen to the Hobbit soundtrack, so I just like to get to listen or to watch something that's getting me also in the mood to build it, because then I'm having, I don't know, I think not inspiration, but the vibe is more happening and it's just more fun to build. And to talk about Game of Thrones specifically, I know we all know who watched Game of Thrones that we don't talk about the end, and we're still waiting for the books to be finished, but yeah, we will see. But it's just peak. If I would have to choose a favorite not animated series, then it would be Game of Thrones, because it's just something that's always in my life, because I have a raven on my body tattooed, and it's just, and not because of Bran the three-eyed raven, it's just that ravens also are, I just love these animals. They're just so smart, and in fantasy books or series, they're always even, I don't know if they're even more smarter, but there are some where they can speak and are their companion and friend. And my cat is being mean to me. You are not a friend, you are the enemy. Yeah, it's just, I have a crow and a raven tattooed on my tummy. Yes, so if you wanted to know, you know. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but yeah. And if maybe you don't care, but if I had to choose a favorite Game of Thrones character, it would be hard for me to choose, because attractedly, or who I'm most attracted to, would be maybe yeah, it's hard. Drogon, the dragon. I'm most attracted to. And not almost, but if I have to think, in all aspects, I do like Sir Davos pretty much, the Onion Knight. So, because he's just a cool dude, and even in the books he's so much fun to read out of his point of view. Catelyn Stark. Attracted and all around, because I think when I first the first time I watched the series, I didn't like her because she was making some not so good decisions and stuff, but as I got older, you know, also that your point of view of things change, and she's just trying to protect her children, and has so many things that make it so much harder. And it's just, I love Catelyn. If I see any Catelyn channel, I cry because I love Catelyn, and I love women with red hair, so that's a plus. But yeah. So, also what I wanted to talk about was the trailer for the new expansion pack came out. And yeah, it is the aesthetic that I was hoping it would be, but it was so much. When I first watched the trailer, I was just overwhelmed because I'm really excited about the pack. So I was just, there's something new furniture, but also the clothes and hair and the gameplay aspect. And yeah, so the one thing I remember the most was the little raven that's with glowy eyes and standing on a pedestal. I hope we can have a raven pet. I just explained to you. I hope we can have a raven, but yeah. But when I first saw the first snippet of the world, to be honest, I was kind of disappointed because it was not giving much. Not that it didn't look pretty, but it was not something I expected. So I was just, but when I'm rewatching it, it's a pretty world, but I also think it looks pretty tiny. But they're also talking about that there are 3 neighborhoods who are really different, or it seemed they're really different kind of vibe. So yeah, I hope we can see more in the gameplay pack trailer that is coming out in a week or so, I think. So yeah, we will see. But also with the world, the thing that got me the most excited, because I mostly build, so that's what I'm more focused on and more excited about, is the swamp-like thing with the water and the purple light. And it seemed, also the German coming through, but I think it's, I don't know, maybe I should have read the blog post again, but I think it's one of the neighborhoods, or when you can travel in the underworld. And I hope it's something like with the fairy tree in Willow Creek, where you water it and give it attention, and then you get to the pink fairy world, that it's a hidden lot. It would be more fun if it just would accessible for everyone, but we will see. So yeah, but to furnish, well, some build stuff with where they showed all the funeral styles you can do. I'm thinking about these chairs, these modern chairs where their legs, their chair legs, were, I think, metal, and it looks so modern, and that's the one thing I was not vibing, because it looked more industrial and not gothic Grim Reaper. So, but they're just not gonna give us one chair, hopefully. We did see, I think, 2 new beds, and also many things, too many that I can just grab it out of my mind and tell you. So, but you probably saw the teaser, so yeah. And now now I talked about everything on my list, and we still have to go a long time. It's always, I think I mentioned it before, that I'm writing a little list what I want to talk about, and yeah, well, I talked too fast, and so yeah. But these were the market stalls that I was afraid of building, or not afraid, but overwhelmed with building in the last time that I was trying to build this, because it's so much cluttering and it's just scary, because it takes such patience, and I don't want it to look wacky, so it has to be all perfectly put together and also perfectly raised, so it doesn't look off. So yeah, but I did get inspiration also from Sama Brigo on Instagram, and yeah, because she did I don't know if it was, she did also do a medieval build where these market stalls are, and then I was just like, oh yeah, these tables these tables with wheels, it's just sometimes, because I think these are from Jungle Adventure, and the first swatch is bright orange and turquoise, I think, and sometimes you just see it and then it's not working, and you forget that there could be other swatches that could match the vibe, and now I think it's matched perfectly the vibe. But if I didn't look at her screenshots, I wouldn't have known if that these bright as tables also could have a prettier, not prettier, but more for the medieval time swatch. So yeah, also this is my favorite of the whole build, this little fighting or training thing corner because there's when it started for me with the maybe we make it not just a medieval town that's in fall season, but make it spooky with pumpkins. And yeah, so then when it all happened, it just clicked in my head, and I was, yes, we gonna give it spice. We gonna spice it up with pumpkins. Pumpkin spice and latte. Never drink that before, but yeah. But I do, I'm sorry. It's just, but I do have a pumpkin at home, so I think I'm gonna eat a pumpkin today, so yeah. Yeah. Also these swords, I do know that they exist, but it just, you forget that they exist, and then you looking on other people's builds, and then yeah, they were even from the base game. It's perfect, so that's why I love the whole community, because you get reminded of stuff, but you also get inspired, and it's just lovely. If I would just have to look at normal builds, like real builds in the world, I wouldn't get this detailed. So it's always in every build some, maybe a little tiny corner is inspired from another person, and yeah. So if you wanted to know, I don't have original ideas. Yeah, just stealing all those stuff. Yes. No, but you get what I mean. It's just, you see something and yes, I want to do this as well. So also, yeah. The only thing that, because I'm just seeing them right at the corner, because I said that everything has to look or put together perfect, so that doesn't seem something off. I don't know what I did with the pumpkin lights that are hanging from the stall. They're all a different height. I just, when you watching from this from this point of view, it looks all on the same height, and that's all connected. But then when I was recording the little snippets for the intro, they were all over the place. They were not one market stall had these lights that they were on the same height. They just were. And no, I didn't want to change it. I was just like, yeah, it's not my fault, it's the people who live there the fault. Maybe they wanted it like that. Maybe they do. So maybe, it's not my fault. It's part of the build. I wanted it to look like this. Yeah, it was intentional. Yeah, I'm just lying. So, yeah. But pumpkins. You see there, I always forget that they exist, and then when fall season and pumpkin time comes, they have to be in everyone in all of my bits, because they're adorable. There are 2 cat ones, little cats. So, and pumpkins and spooky stuff. Also put spooky stuff. I think when I'm just remembering, the first stuff pack that I owned, not bought for myself, because I was not in that age where I was buying stuff for myself, or on myself with my own money. Yeah, it was the first stuff pack that I got for The Sims, because I can't remember if at the time season was already a thing, but I don't think so. So it just was fun to have a little spooky season and throw Halloween parties where the Sims could dress up, and yeah, so a little bit about this lore. Yeah, with the gameplay packs, I think it was vampire, and the first expansion pack was, I did started playing The Sims in 2017? Yes, so I don't know. I think the first expansion pack that I had was Get to Work or Cats and Dogs, but I can't remember. No, I think it was Get to Work because of the season thing, because the Cats and Dogs. I'm just babbling. I'm sorry, guys. It's just, why do you have to listen to me when I'm thinking and just muttering words, so you don't have just a part where I don't talk? So yeah, but this, oh yes, also one of my favorite area of the builds, because of course the build has to have lore. And I thought this little part with the tiny house at the sea with the weird tree on the roof, that maybe, I know all of these people are not normal human beings because they have all a pumpkin on their head, and Jack-o'-lantern is the king of this whole area, but I thought maybe witch lives there, but maybe people know that a witch lives there, maybe they don't, but that's why the area was a bit separated, and also not the stall thingy like these all have, but made it with the tree circle. So yeah, but now you're seeing me putting down these lights, and they looked all good. They didn't look weird when I was putting them on, and then you go from another point of view and they just are not all at the same height, and I hate when that happens. It's also with these tiny fairy lights from the little camper kit. It's so hard, maybe just for me, but maybe for you too, to put them all on the right height, because if you look from one side, they're all good, and then you change the view and they're all crooked. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm playing with the Sims4 camera, and with the Sims 3 camera it's not happening, but I don't know. It's annoying, and I always take way too long to put these lights anywhere if they aren't on a straight wall. But yeah, it's annoying. So I just looked at the blog post from The Sims on the trailer, because I was just peeing and I got my cat big. So yeah, the world called Ravenwood. Yes, I just flew over it, so I still can. Ravenwood. Raven and wood. Beautiful things. Wood, beautiful. And ravens, beautiful. So, works perfect. And yeah, I don't know, I don't want to think too much about it, because I then get excited and then maybe disappointed, but I don't think I will get disappointed on this expansion pack. I don't think so, because it's not something that I thought I needed, because fairy gameplay pack and a medieval, not like get together, but medieval expansion pack. This is all I need for The Sims. But a Grim Reaper pack with pretty gothic furniture, with swamp-like magical world. It's something it's the vibe. Yes. So also more candles, please. Give us this pack is perfect for more candles, please more candles. I want more pretty candles, please. Yeah. So, but maybe I can talk about the build again. Maybe after 20 minutes of talking, I can talk about a bit again. But yeah, it's always with these big builds that when I'm thinking about it, I didn't go, as I always do, go randomly through debug of the packs that I think that will work. Of course, Horse Ranch, Get Together and Cottage Living are the ones for this type of build, because I think I knew all the time what I wanted, but it's also because I play with these packs or build with these packs the most. I do know the things that exist and which category they are, so it's not so much scrolling like in my cyberpunk builds or the more modern ones, because this is the shit I know. This is something that I can do. I know I can do. So yeah, you have to be you can't be it when you don't know the word, but you have to be good about yourself. Do you know the word? Probably not. Sometimes really these thoughts today are, I'm not high. It's just because I was thinking that because we, as I mentioned, we got my cat from an animal shelter, and you don't really know anything about the person that was the owner of her before that, so maybe they speak the completely different language with her. I don't know if she can speak Spanish or Chinese. I don't know. She could. Or maybe she doesn't speak it because she's a cat. But you know what I mean. Maybe she knows things in another language. Who knows? But maybe you also don't understand anything and just know when you are spoken to, when I would change my voice in your favorite tone. And maybe you're just gonna leave me right now. Yeah, rude. But I think everyone knows the tunes, the high pitch of the voice when you're talking to your little ones. She do have a favorite word. One word where if she's in some other room and you say that word, she will come to you. But you also have to say it in that specific tone that she knows something happening. Because it's schnell, as in fast. If I say it 3 times and then with high-pitched voice, she will pretty fast get to me, and it's just working every time. not when we're planning to drive with her. Then she's I'm out of here, I don't want to do that again. But yeah, she knows that she gets attention or food when she hears this word, so yeah. But she also responds to her name, but she also responds to all the nicknames that I've given her. If you want to know them, let me know. I do be quite creative with that thing, because I think one of her best names is Sir Mimsalot, as in Mimi and Sir and Lot. And yeah, also Hoopy, because if she's sleeping or is in deep thoughts and then you touch her, she honks. She's not meowing, she honks, so Hoopy. And yeah. Now you know 2 nicknames from maybe 30, so yeah. So can you see why I didn't fully furnish this whole build? Because we almost at 40 minutes and I'm still not done with the exterior. It's just because so much is happening in the exterior. It's not just landscaping and the house, but also the decorations and the stalls, and it's big, so I think it's understandable that my mood to furnish this was not that great, so yeah. But I think I say this all the time, that I'm really happy how it turned out, but it's with the builds that you are seeing, I'm happy, so happy with how they turned out, that I'm showing you, because with the builds that I'm not happy how they turned out, I'm not showing you. You will never see. Maybe I could make a video and showing you all the builds that are complete. I think that could be a whole video of 30 minutes, but also all the builds that I quit because I was not vibing it, or I didn't want to furnish it, or I just had another idea and never came back to the build. Yeah, I am not good with, I know some people build 2 builds at one time and then they switch to not get, I don't know, bored with one idea, but I can't do that, because if I will like one build more, and it's probably the one that I started second, so I will just not work on the first one, so because I want to finish them, and then it's just, I'm not switching. No, not gonna happen. But I am doing it right now. Just I do be lying all the time in this video, so yeah, but it's just because with the next collab coming up, I tried so many different ideas and nothing worked out, and then I was going back to my roots and doing a more tutored style build, but having the theme of the collab in my mind. But then I was like, because I was not, I think it took me 4 hours to do the exterior with the windows, wallpaper and roofs, which normally takes me 20 minutes, but it did make the roof pretty detailed, so it took me quite a long time. But then I was like, if I I know I want to furnish it so detailed, and maybe I'm gonna make it bit bigger, because I started on a tiny lot because I was still not really sure what I was doing. And then I was like, if I put all my time in this right now, I will not be building anything else in the next 2 weeks. So I was like, maybe let's do another bit first, and then, because I have some time till posting day is, so I'm just gonna work on the other one that you are seeing then before, and then go back to the other one, because I do am happy how it turned out. So I'm not quitting that. No, not 3 hours work on a roof, nothing else, just the roof. Took me 2 hours because I wanted to make it as detailed as possible. And so yeah, I'm not throwing that away. You will see that it will be a pain to edit, because with all the camera jumping, and I think I'm just gonna show you step by step and not all. You will see when what I'm talking about when the video is coming out. But yeah, I was feeling not good when I was building this. But with this, yes, because even to this part, with this whole room with the buffet and stuff, I did build for in March. I did get even to the interior, but I think I didn't finish the exterior the last time. So I did know what I wanted to do. It was easier to finish because I had all these ideas and I know it worked, so it was good for me to finish. But also, I don't know if people do this, but these little wood stumps where you see I placed them to see where the table ends, so I'm not putting it not on the table and then have to change it and scoot it over. With this I can just clutter it prettily and then raise it all up with tool. Yeah. And just putting potatoes and stuff everywhere. Yes. Also, I didn't have the Star Wars pack the last time when I was trying to build this. And I also think, because people are so talented with tool, they make everything. Because I did look at I think I also didn't use tool back at the time. Yeah, I think so. So even, yeah, I think so. It's not yeah, but I was looking at the gallery to see food tables, to see how people do them with all the clutter and stuff. And I saw one person, sorry, I don't know the name, they did a literally animal, like I don't know what it was, but at first I thought they sized up the chicken, the whole chicken, but no, they made like looked more like a tiger or something. And at first, because I didn't put it in my game back then, I think I tried and my game crashed because there were so many objects in that. It was just a room and my game crashed because it was so detailed. But with this one I did wanted to see, because I thought this meal was from the Star Wars pack, but it wasn't. They did this whole animal. I think I tried to find a picture and put it in here, because they did it all with meat and bones. They it's just, if you're seeing it right now, you know what I mean. It's just crazy. The patience to do that, I could never. I'm sorry, but I could never. Just thinking back to my roof that took me 2 hours. No, I could never. It's just crazy what people do with the tool mod, and yeah, all my respect. Respect. And pumpkins. You also getting pumpkins. But yeah. So at this part I was still thinking that I wanted to furnish this whole thing. Can you imagine? I could not, but to be honest, I didn't want to build something empty again. I'm sometimes a bit sad that I don't have the patience to furnish all the big builds, so I did want to make it, if you see the first floor in the gallery, it's not completely empty, but I didn't know what I wanted to put in this big old whole ass room. So yeah, I was just like, maybe another statue with a pumpkin, and maybe some, I don't know the English word right now, so you don't know. Also, these little rooms, I do love them also, because I was thinking like knights would just, it's like a watchtower, and they're just sitting there and doing night things, because not working but drinking and talking and just vibing and eating their apples. So yes, I just love doing these little details, and yeah. But at this third floor, I didn't know if I wanted to do another one, and I was like, yes, let's put some chests, because maybe they're protecting the chest. Maybe Jack-o'-lantern has his most valuable treasure in there. Pumpkins, maybe? You didn't hear it from me, but I think pumpkins are in there. So, protect these pumpkins. Yes. But it's always funny to see, for me, after these 2 big builds that are not mostly furnished, but the other one was completely furnished, and this one a little bit. It's like 30 minutes completely exterior, and then maybe 20 or 15 minutes of interior, because interior takes me longer in real time, but it's just with the scrolling and looking how or where to put something, it just takes so much more time in real life. And then with the editing, it's just, oh yeah, I built this whole room in 1 hour, and in the video it's 2 minutes. Well, I'm happy that it didn't take that long in the video, because this video would be over 1 hour, and I did try to get the last video exported from the editing software, but it was a scare that it didn't work and my computer would just shut off again. We will see if this one works. If you're seeing this, it worked. If you didn't, I'm crying in my room right now. But yeah, these little houses was just not too detailed, because I was also afraid to make the whole lot too buggy, because at some point when you put too many furniture down, some PCs and laptops can't handle it. It's also why most of the in-game homes from the Sims teams or Simmers that build for them. They just have an object limit of how many objects they can place in the build, because they want that the build is working for everyone, for every PC, which I could never imagine to do, because you know me, I love to clutter, I love details. I want details, I could never. Yes. It's also with starter homes when I'm trying to build one. It's just, it looks so empty. It looks so naked. I don't want it to look naked. I don't like it. I love clutter. Yes. Like all these details on the wall, they're all one object. What do you mean I can put 100 of these in one house? No, I want to. But yeah, that was the video. I'm shocked we are at the end already, and I do hope you liked watching the speed build and liked the build and didn't rage quit the video because of me talking nonsense. But if you are watching them to the end, you know I'm talking bullshit all the time. So yeah, that's what you get here. I'm sorry. But yeah, make sure to like and subscribe if you didn't already do it. And I do hope that you have or had a lovely day. Bye.